20 Psychological Facts About Love. Love is pure, it is painful, it is sweet, and it is terrifying. True love is intoxicating. Our lives depend on it, and it frequently appears that our world would cease to exist if love did not exist. Endless love is something we strive for and lament when we lose it. If you've never been injured, you're either very lucky or very lonely, a lovesick panda once stated. We grasp the poetry of the heart, yet as we go through life, we gradually deconstruct this priceless emotion. We learn about biological processes that generate certain reactions. We learn about cultural effects on how we behave and think about love. We learn about psychological facts about love and physiological processes that cause us to fall in love. And just when we think there's no room for romance in a world described by science, we fall in love or just look into the eyes of our beloved, and all of that knowledge fades into the background of our minds. In the end, it is the sensation itself that is important. Let us offer you with some intriguing thoughts and love facts that will explain a lot about this enthralling occurrence without taking away its romance and beauty. Before we continue, please remember to subscribe now, because we donate $1 each month to www.savethechildren.org. So by donating and watching our videos, you are already helping the children too. 20 Psychological Facts About Love. 1. Monogamous relationships are common in the animal kingdom. Despite the fact that we typically conceive of ourselves as a trustworthy species, humans are not the only one in the animal kingdom. Wolves, swans, gibbons, black vultures, albatrosses, and even termites are among the species that find a partner for life. 2. It only takes up to 4 minutes to decide whether or not you like someone. You only have approximately 4 minutes to make a strong first impression on someone. It is thought that your body language, tone, and pace of voice have considerably more to do with it than what you say. 3. When two lovers look into each other's eyes, their heart rates sink. After gazing into each other's eyes for 3 minutes, couples who are in love and bond in a romantic relationship synchronize their heart rates, according to some astonishing studies. 4. The neurological effects of falling in love are similar to those of cocaine. Falling in love is similar to having a cocaine high in that both events affect the brain similarly and produce a similar sense of bliss. According to research, falling in love produces numerous euphoria-inducing substances that excite 12 different parts of the brain at the same time. 5. Cuddling causes the release of natural painkillers. During an embrace or cuddle, oxytocin, sometimes known as the love or cuddle hormone, is created. The hormone is found in the brain, ovaries, and testicles, and is hypothesized to play a role in bonding. According to research, a dose of oxytocin reduces headaches dramatically, and for some people, it entirely eliminates the pain after 4 hours. Before resorting to chemicals and medications, it's definitely worth trying hug and cuddle medicine. 6. Even looking at a picture of a loved one might help to alleviate pain. Even though it has long been known that the presence of a significant other has a lot to do with a patient's improvement, it has now been proven that even a photograph of the beloved has the same effect. When exposed to pictures of their beloved and distracting word games while experiencing pain, study participants who were exposed to the same distracting word games and pictures of acquaintances had their pain reduced far more than those who were exposed to the same distracting word games and pictures of acquaintances. 7. People with similar attractiveness levels are more likely to end up together. Many psychological and social studies show that there is a major pattern in how people choose people with whom to form romantic relationships. The matching hypothesis, which states that people are more attracted to others with whom they have a level of appearance, or who are equally socially acceptable, explains this tendency. Even when successful couples differ in physical appearance, one of them frequently makes up for it with other socially desirable attributes. 8. Couples who are overly similar to one another are unlikely to last. As the old adage goes, opposites attract. And study shows that this is only partially correct. Couples who are too similar or too dissimilar do not stay very long. Apparently, there must always be a basis of commonalities, but there must also be things that you two learn from each other. 9. Heartbreak isn't just a phrase. According to research, intense, devastating experiences like a breakup, divorce, loss of a loved one, physical separation from a loved one, or betrayal can induce significant physical pains in the area of one's heart. This is known as the broken heart syndrome. Deep emotional anguish causes the brain to release chemicals that significantly weaken the heart, resulting in severe chest aches and shortness of breath. The illness is frequently misinterpreted as a heart attack, and it primarily affects women. 10. Romantic love eventually comes to an end, only to be followed by unwavering love. A year later, couples who are just starting out in a love relationship will look completely different. Romantic love, which is associated with pleasure, reliance, sweaty palms, butterflies, and other feelings, is thought to endure around a year. After the first year, the so-called committed love stage begins. In newly formed couples, higher neurotrophin protein levels are associated with the transition. 11. People in love share chemical similarities with people who suffer from OCD. According to research, persons in the early stages of love had lower amounts of serotonin, which is linked to emotions of happiness and well-being, and greater levels of cortisol, which is linked to stress. This is extremely similar to those who suffer from obsessive-compulsive disorder, which explains why we act so strangely when we fall in love. It also operates the other way around. Persons with lower serotonin levels fall in love and enter sexual relationships faster than others. Take a look at this lively video that illustrates the theory. 12. The influence of thinking about love and sex. Creativity and concrete thinking go hand in hand. According to research based on the construal level theory, reminders of love influence more abstract and creative thinking because they are linked to more remote and abstract considerations, long-term partnerships, devotion, commitment, and intimacy. Reminders of sex cause concrete thinking, causing a person to focus on immediate specifics rather than long-term objectives or aspirations. 13. Perfect love equals attachment plus caring plus intimacy. The triangle theory of love proposes a clear formula for the constituents of various types of love. Romantic love equals passion plus intimacy, companionate love equals intimacy plus commitment, and fatuous love equals passion plus commitment are the three types of love that result from two different pairs of basic components. Of course, the most genuine and powerful of all is complete love, which includes of all three components. 14. For long-term relationships, an attractive face is preferable to an attractive body. There is evidence that while looking for a fling, the body outperforms the face in terms of physical appeal. However, for individuals looking for a long-term relationship partner, the opposite is true. 15. Holding the hand of a loved one relieves pain and stress. Long-term couples with deep, strong bonds can successfully soothe each other in stressful situations, or when one of them is in pain simply by holding hands, according to research. 16. Expressing gratitude to people you love immediately increases your happiness. Without further ado, we recommend that you watch the lovely experiment in our next video. 17. Butterflies in the stomach are a real thing, and they are caused by adrenaline. When you fall in love with someone, you won't be able to stop the butterflies from fluttering, dancing, and messing around in your tummy. Adrenaline, which floods your body during flight or fight situations, causes them. 18. Dilated pupils demonstrate your attraction to someone and makes you look more attractive. Darwin argued that pupils enlarge during periods of increased attention and focus as early as the 1870s. This is real, as it occurs when looking at a desired or adored thing, even if it is merely an image or a video. Furthermore, those with dilated pupils appear more beautiful. 19. Strangers can fall in love just looking into one another's eyes. As they say, our eyes are the mirrors of our souls, therefore it's no wonder that simply looking into one another's eyes may make us fall in love, even if we don't know anything about each other. It has been proved that when someone looks at you, the person's body creates phenylethylamine, a chemical connected with the fight or flight response. So if you keep staring at each other, you're begging for Cupid's arrow. 20. Love is all that really matters. A remarkable 75-year study done by a group of Harvard experts has revealed that love is truly all that matters. Lifelong experiences of the participants suggested that happiness and life fulfillment revolved around love or just yearning for love. And that is it for this video. Before we continue, please remember to subscribe now, because we donate $1 each month to www.savethechildren.org. See you again.